Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2020. Yes, we're still in the Ferrari. Shut up. Shut up now. Shut up. And we're still fourth in the top, as you can see, in the vehicle performance comparison chart. Fantastic. Can we win the season, though? Can we win the season? Oh, we're going to Russia now for the next round. Anyway, practice has been completed. We got some lovely more resource points for our collection. 1,057. Wowzers. So here we are then at the Sochi circuit, going for our first qualifying run. It's dark, it's overcast, a bit like Russia itself right now. And as you can see, we get the fastest lap. Yes, the fastest lap at the Sochi circuit at the moment. Anyway, a little bit later qualifying, you can see that we've dropped out of fourth place. Hamilton's in second place at the moment. We are slightly up in our delta times, in fact, just over a quarter of a second. So let's see if we can split the Mercedes. Yes, we bloody well can. Look at that, we've gone straight in the middle, up into second place. Ricciardo's got pole, Hamilton in third place at the moment. As we accelerate forward out to the end of qualifying, we are now in second position. Ricciardo's still got pole. Hamilton's dropped out of fourth. We're slightly up on the deltas once again. Are we going to improve on this and maybe get pole? Did we do it? Did we? You saying good job? Yes! Fucking hell, get in there. Pole position at Sochi. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. Who said the Hookster was a washed that old has-been? Everyone in my bloody comments. That's who keeps saying it. Everyone stop it now. Just stop it. Okay.
Welcome along then to Sochi and the Russian Grand Prix, one of 8 cities in the world to play host to both the Olympics and a Formula One race. It's a Grand Prix that's proven difficult to crack for anyone beyond the first 2 rows of the grid in recent years, so let's see if that can change today. It's full throttle for around 56% of the lap here at the Sochi Autodrome, a 3.6-mile run around the site of the 2014 Winter Olympics. 12 right turns and 6 left turns give us a total count of 18, with passing opportunities available into turns 1 and 13. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about the captain. That was a great podium in the last race, so can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
There are never any guarantees in this business, but certainly the performance last time out would have boosted their confidence coming into this one.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. The captain lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Hamilton, Max Verstappen, and Russell, Norris, Albon, Stroll, and Nobuharu Matsushita. Gasly, Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz, and Perez, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Esteban Ocon, and Kimi Raikkonen, Magnussen, and Nick de Vries. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
So it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons clear mode. And we say go, go, go. And it's away he goes. Rocket ship start for the line because he's in pole position, of course. Don't forget. And it's a sunny day at Sochi. And look at this. Look at this. Already he is piling on the beans. And remains in first place. Bottas. Somehow Bottas is in second place in the AlphaTauri as we go into turn 1. As you can see in the rearview mirror there, almost got it on the Jack Jones by Valtteri Bottas, but we're holding on to the lead. Yeah, so look at the gap we're starting to pull out between us and Bottas already. Yes, it's already up to 1.1 seconds. 1.1 seconds. Fan bloody fantastic. Charles Leclerc in third. Verstappen in fourth, our own teammate of course, and the first of the Mercedes duo is Hamilton. So what on earth happened to the Honey Badger? I'm not quite sure, but anyway, we continue in the lead. But the gap now is down to half a second, just over half a second between us and Bottas. Leclerc is still there in third position, and of course that Red Bull. Verstappen is in fourth, and Hamilton is still in fifth place and not making any inroads into getting past Verstappen at the moment. If we now go past down into the longest part of the circuit, we can give it the full beans now, the full beans. Such a wonderful circuit, I have to say, at Sochi. And here is a driver's eye view looking at the Halo bar. Look at that, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. As I say, it's a very nice circuit, and it's a shame that we won't be here for about another 1,000 years or anywhere at all to do with that place. You know the one. Anyway, that's almost the end of lap 1. Lap 1, everyone. Still holding the lead. A little bit wide there for Hookster. A little bit wide on the exit, but we managed to hold on to it. And we crossed the line now and start lap 2 with, of course, the fastest lap. Valtteri Bottas in that Alpha Tauri. I'm really surprised about that. To lead second place. We accelerate forward at lap 2. Still in the lead for the Hookster at the moment. The gap's now up to 1.1 seconds ahead of Charles Leclerc, who is in, of course, the Red Bull. And once again, we put in another fastest lap. This is just showing everyone how much commitment, how much real pressure the Hookster is under to try and win this championship. But he is giving it his all, as you can see, as we accelerate forward at lap 5. And we've got a Red Bull behind us now. It's Charles Leclerc. He's got past Bottas. And he's now trying to get past us and get up into the lead of this race. This is lap 6. Soon time for us to come in for our pit stop, of course. But at the moment, we are still in the lead. Fan-bloody-tastic. I just cannot believe it. I really can't. Anyway, we accelerate forward to lap 8. So it's now time for us to come in for our pit stop. We are pitting roll. We've taken out a bollard there. We're almost going to the wall on the entrance. Well done, Hookster. Well done. Get a wall in, of course, for corner cutting as well. Oh no, our teammate is in, Maxi Boy, at the same time. This is disastrous for Maxi Boy. But anyway, we come in, change on to the harder tyre, the yellow sidewall tyre. Thank you very much. And the Red Bull's coming. Oh, we get slight little hold there. Not too bad, though. Not too bad, has to be said. And we are dropping down the field, though, quite rapidly. Look at this. Look at this. The other cars are really coming in late because it's only a 13-lap race. We're already on lap 9. And other cars still haven't come in for their pit stop yet. Anyway, we are going to rejoin now as we crawl down the very, very long pit entrance, exit, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to rejoin now in 11th position. Yes, 11th place. But look at the cars ahead. Magnussen and Giovinazzi still haven't made their pit stop as we accelerate for at the end of lap 9. So hopefully all these cars are now going to come in. And are we going to get back into the lead of this race that we so rightly had from the start? Let's have a look and see if we are. I can see a Mercedes in as well. It's Daniel Ricciardo and no. We haven't done it. We haven't done it. But these two cars ahead of us are still going to come in. It's Kvyat and Pierre Gasly are still on the soft tyres. We accelerate for lap 10. And look at this. This is so late for a pit stop. Very, very late indeed. But yes, both of them now coming up. And Gasly's gone to the hard tyre. I've no idea why you'd put hard tyres on for 2 laps of a Grand Prix. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. That's what the team have done. And now look at that sneaky little git Hamilton. I cannot believe it. He's crawled his way up into second place just behind us as we accelerate forward to the last lap of the race. And it looks like we're going to win, but Hamilton is right up our Jack Jones as we go around the final turn now. Can we get it in? Yes, we can. And we cross the line in first place. Yes, get in there. Wowzers, me trousers. We are fighting back once again, everyone. But can we close up that 100-point deficit? As driver of the day goes to Daniel Ricciardo. That's outrageous. What about us then? We won the bloody race. Fuck's sake. There's Mr. Clown Man, minute, banana topic, banana spaghetti, or whatever you want to call him. What's your Domio? I don't know. But anyway, we have won the race. We don't care. Just look at the Hookster. Just look at him. Look. So sprightly. Only 39 years old and still winning races in a Ferrari. And don't forget, this is the Ferrari of 2020. And it was absolutely cacking awful. Just remember Sebastian Vettel driving this car. Oh, wowzers. It was horrible, wasn't it? Really horrible. But anyway, the Hookster managed to get it into pole and win the race. As the champagne now goes over everyone. Go on, Hookster. Get it in there. Well done indeed. So there you go. How much have we closed that gap? Well, not a lot because Lewis finished in second place. So look then. First place for Hookster, 26 World Championship points. Only 10th for our teammate Maxi Boy Verstappen. He did stop at the same time we did, so that's pretty much his fault, not ours. Let's look down the field and see what happened. And not a lot. But let's look at the standings now and see where we are in the championship. It's now 84 points is now the gap. 84 points between us and Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger. Maxi Boy is in 8th position now. Lewis Hamilton in second place, 28 points behind the leader, Daniel Ricciardo. In the constructors, we are in second place. So it's time to move on now to the Japanese squeezy Grand Prix. Yes, the Japanese squeeze. And unfortunately, this is a race that the Hookster does not very well at. Anyway, practice has been completed. We got more resource points to add to our beautiful collection. Almost 1,000 now. Almost 1,000. Fantastic. So, as I said earlier, this is not a favourite track of the Hookster. Once again, it's dark, grey and overcast as we're about to put in our first qualifying time. Let's see what it's going to be. Is it going to be great or is it going to be crap? Oh my god. It's fourth place, but 2.8 seconds behind the leader. Oh my goodness, 2.8 as we accelerate forward now to a little bit later qualifying. You can see we're in real trouble here, everyone. We've dropped down to 19th place, but look at the gap now on our deltas. And that's only put us in 15th place. Oh, for fuck's sake. 2.2 ahead and we only managed to make up a few positions. Anyway, that's the end of qualifying, so it looks like we're going to start in... No, it's going to be 16th at least, but I think we may drop down even further as we cross the line. Oh, God. Somebody help me. Somebody... Oh, it's 16th position. Wow, in a Ferrari. Great work, Dave. Great work indeed. Charles Leclerc got pole. Maxi Boy, our teammate, got 8th. And we, of course, ended up in 16th place. Yes. Oh, someone just kill me now. Someone just kill me now.
Welcome along then to the magnificent Suzuka International Circuit, a stone's throw away from Issa Bay in the beautiful Japanese countryside. What surprises lie in wait for us today in the Japanese Grand Prix? A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles, and it's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 racetrack. The drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. And keep an eye out for overtakes going into the final chicane. And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once again by Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about the captain. That was a great win in the Will they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position and Alexander Albon lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Gasly, Lando Norris and Perez, Verstappen, Bottas, Russell and Nobuharu Matsushita. Sainz, Ricciardo, they've taken a grid penalty, Daniel Kvyat and De Vries. The captain, Magnussen, Esteban Ocon and Antonio Giovinazzi. Raikkonen and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So here we are once more as the 5 lights go out on the all-seasons career mode. We say go, 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 and it's away we go. Decent start. Don't forget, of course, 15th on the grid. This is going to be very, very tight to try and get past huge amount of cars. There's Ricciardo. There's Daniel Ricciardo. We dip down the inside of him. Do we get past? Yes, we do. Almost makes a good Ricciardo Sainz, and we managed to get past him as well. And we're now behind our old teammate, Mitsubishi lump of shitty. Mitsubishi lump of shitty. Yes, there he is in 10th place. This is a World Championship point if we can get past him. But are we going to get past him? Well, we're going to give it our alls. We always do, because Hookster never gives up. And he never surrenders. Don't you know? Don't you know? But on this occasion, he's surrendering quite badly because he's outside of the World Championship points. But there's an opportunity a little bit further ahead in this track to actually get past these cars. And I think the Hookster may go for a little move here. Let's have a look and see if he does. This is his favourite overtaking opportunity in Japan. And he's going for it. And he goes past. Oh, he's going past 3 cars. Oh my God. He's going past the Williams as well. And the Williams backs out of it and says, nope, I'm not having any of that shit. That was George Russell. And yes, up into 8th position now for the Hookster. That is absolutely fantastic. So he's now up into the World Championship points, still on the first lap and chasing Sergio Perez, who's 1 second up the road already. Verstappen, his teammate, is directly ahead of Perez in 6th place, 1.5 seconds ahead as we now go through the 130R section for the very, very first time in this Grand Prix. Still holding on to 8th place. Now, are we going to get any higher than this, or are we going to stay? We've got quite a little bit of a trolley train ahead. There's an opportunity here to try and get past some of these cars ahead of us as we're about to complete lap 1 now, going to lap 2. Charles Leclerc is obviously in the lead of this race, which is good news that there's no Mercedes there, but we've now got George Russell in a Williams trying to get past. We can accelerate for lap 2, but yellow flag. I don't know what's going on, just look at the mini-map. And Charles Leclerc is out of the session, so I think we gained 1 position. Yes, we have up to 7th place now, so Charles Leclerc in the Red Bull is out. We will go to a replay at the end of the race and see exactly what happened with Charlie Boy there, but he is out as we accelerate for lap 4. still in 7th place, still trying to catch these cars ahead of us, as you can see, Sergio Perez. But unfortunately, we are making no ground on him. And the fastest lap now goes to Lewis Hamilton. Bugger. Absolute bugger. Cock, tits, wanky. That's what I say as we accelerate forward now to lap 6. And I think some cars are finally coming for their pit stops. Yes, they are. So we're going to gain a few positions up now to 4th place. And Hamilton, our rival for this championship, is currently in 2nd place, as you can see in the top left of your screen. Verstappen, our teammate, is currently just ahead of it. Well, I say just ahead. He's 3.4 seconds ahead of us as we accelerate forward to lap 7. So I think it's almost time for us to come in for our pit stop. But we're going to leave it for another more lap, I think. And some more cars have come in, so we're going to go into the lead. Yes, up into the lead. Provisional, of course, because we haven't stopped yet. But at the moment, we are in the lead of this race at the Japanese squeezy circuit. Yes, fantastic. Valtteri Bottas in seconds. We accelerate forward at lap 8. Look at this, still in the lead, but there's a car trying to get past us. It's Bottas, and he's managed to get past. We've got Daniel Ricciardo as well, the Honey Badger, in the Mercedes trying to get past. We go very wide in the exit there. We cut in a little bit too deep then. Oh, I think there was contact with Daniel Ricciardo. I think there was contact. Yes, there was contact. But we managed to continue on. Ricciardo's dropped down to 5th position, as you can see. We're now fighting with George Russell, I do believe. Yes, George Russell in the Williams car. But we managed to hold on at the moment to 2nd. But we have lost the lead already. We have lost the lead and we haven't even come in for our pit stop yet. This is an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. Are we going to now come in for our stop? Yes, we are. Thankfully, Bottas comes in as well. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. So lads are going to do a fast stop here and hopefully get out in front of Bottas. There you go, onto the yellow sidewall tyre. Thank you, lads, thank you. Come on, we're going to get out in front of Valtteri Bottas. If we go, Jesus Christ. No, we can't get out in front of Valtteri Bottas because there he is, clearly right in front of us. Bugger, absolute bugger. Anyway, we're going to rejoin now. I think there's cars coming down the start and finish line. Yes, there is. A Renault just gone past us. That's our old teammate, Mitsubishi Lapashiti. So we may as well be going for a move now. Bottas ran the outside. Wow, that was great. Absolutely great from Hookster there. Bottas was still warming up his tyres. He's been on hard tyres, in fact. We're only on the medium, so there's a little bit of an advantage there. And we get past up into 9th place. We accelerate forward in lap 9. There is another car stopping. Not quite sure who it is. It's Ocon. It's Esteban Ocon. He's stopped. So now we've gone up into 8th position. But we have definitely lost out because we were in 7th. So we've definitely lost out 1 position in the pit stops there, which is very, very unfortunate indeed. But there you go. As we accelerate forward to lap 11. Just 2 more laps left of this Grand Prix. Our teammate, our old teammate, Mitsubishi lump of shitty, is currently now 3 seconds ahead. I don't think we've got any chance of catching him. Carlos Sainz is right up our Jack Jones. Less than half a second, or just over half a second now. Closing on us as we accelerate forward to the last lap of the race. And yes, unfortunately, it's only going to be 8th place. As Alexander Albon wins the race. Well, that's good. At least a Mercedes hasn't won the race. That's one thing. But look at this. Carlos Sainz is desperately trying to get past us on the last lap and we're going through 1:30 after we managed to hold him off. But disappointingly for us, we're only going to finish in 8th position. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We're about to cross the line now, past the big wheel, and we cross it in 8th place. Oh cock. Oh cock. Oh, this bloody Ferrari is just not fast enough. But we do get driver of the day. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. Let's go to the podium then. And there is Christian Horner. Christian Horner. Are you sure you didn't spend too much money, Christian? Are you sure you didn't spend your money on your haircut? Because that looks horrendous. Whoever did it, I would have shot them. Shot them, to be honest. Yes, shot them immediately. That's a terrible haircut. Anyway, there is the winner of the race, Alexander Albon. In the Red Bull, of course, his teammate Charles Leclerc actually didn't finish, and we'll go to a replay and see exactly what happened there. And there is famous F1 YouTubers Araver and X-Matty G in the Red Bull garage. Fantastic. And there he is, our old teammate, Mitsubishi lump of shitty. And onto the podium. There he is on the top step. I still haven't explained that Mitsubishi lump of shitty ever. I'll get round to it one day, don't worry. It's a very funny story, in fact. Very funny. Anyway, the champagne goes over everyone once again. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. Okay, before we go to the points, let's have a look at the replay and see exactly what happened to Charles Leclerc in that Red Bull car. So here he is then. Everything looks okay at the moment. Just trundling along. Yes, all looks good. So what's going to happen here? Oh, it's an engine failure. The engine on the Red Bull, the Honda engine on the Red Bull, has hand grenaded itself. So that's it. He was out of the Grand Prix as a result of that. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So let's have a look at the final points then. We only got 4 points. Alexander Albon got 25. Lewis got 18. But no, actually, the Honey Badger didn't get any points either. So it's 80 points the gap now between us and Daniel Ricciardo. Can we do it? Can we do it before the end of the season? I'm not quite sure. Lewis Hamilton's now 10 points behind, so he's got a chance of catching him as well. Our own teammate is in 7th place, Maxi Boy, and we're second in the Constructors. Oh dear. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Another exciting episode of the All Seasons has been completed. Yes! Were you not entertained? As Russell Crowe said in Gladiator. I'm not so sure, to be honest. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome as always. And yes, as always, there will, of course, be more later.